What's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon with Bama Fitness, and today we have a special guest, the one and only Ariel Torres. Right? Did I say it right?
Yes.
All right. Can you introduce yourself to everybody that's out there?
So I am Ariel Torres, member of the United States Karate Do team, and hopefully an Olympic hopeful. So yeah.
Currently the USA National NKF champion, correct? Karate champion.
Yes. Yes.
All right. How long
Yes.
have you been holding that title for?
Well, I got it in 2018 for the first time, and then in 2019 I kept it, and now it's 2020. There were nationals this year due to the COVID-19 situation. So I've kept as an adult. As an adult, I've kept my title for 2 years.
Like, where are you from exactly?
I was born in Pinal del Rio, Cuba.
Okay.
I came to the United States when I was 4 years old. We lived in Newark, in New Jersey,
Okay.
for a year. After being in New York for a year, because in Newark they paid a lot more compared to Miami, and we didn't pay. We paid really cheap rent. I was 5 years old. I was a little kid. I didn't remember much, but this is a story that my parents told me. I didn't understand, but they
Okay.
told me it's like they paid a lot of money. They didn't have to pay that much rent, and they were trying to save up money to come to Miami because in Miami the rent is a lot cheaper. It was a lot easier to live. The jobs don't pay as much.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad tried to make money up there because it was a lot more money. Come
Yeah.
down here to live. So we did that, and then we were okay here. Uh, so yeah, I was born in Cuba, lived in New Jersey, and now I live in Miami.
Awesome, awesome. And so the people that don't really know you, what style of karate do you do?
Currently, I practice Goju Karate Do. I started, but my first style was Yoshimon Shorin Ryu Karate Do.
And now, what age did you get into it?
6 years old,
You were six, and you changed styles at what age?
12.
At 12. Awesome,
And
man.
then, funny story, after 2 years, 2 years after the I changed styles, that we had the mandatory kata rule for round one and round two. 2 years after they changed it, and they say, "Oh no, you're free to do whatever you want. Round
And
one, you
you're
can do super MP. Round one, you can do any style."
like, are you serious? Now?
Yeah, but I told my mom a long time ago. I said, "Mom," she's like, "Ariel, everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
Maybe maybe you wouldn't have been at the level you are now because this sensei took you this far." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. Everything happens for a reason," and I don't regret it. And I still talk to my first sensei. I'm like, Sensei, I won, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, I've been up. I keep up with all your videos, all your vlogs, and it's good. He's very happy for me, and he's always been very supportive. We don't even talk about karate. We just talk about life and how we're doing. The last thing we talk about actually is karate.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome
been good.
stuff. Awesome stuff. What made you get into it? Was it like, were your parents like the reason you got into karate, or did you want to get into it?
I definitely didn't want to get into it. I had no interest in karate. I want to
Mhm.
play baseball, some other stuff. The problem was I very hyperactive.
Mhm.
And I wasn't disciplined at all. Cuban kids, you scream, you get slapped, you do it again, you get slapped. You don't learn, you just keep getting slapped.
Yeah.
So something had to happen, and my mom was like, the doctor told my mom, he's very hyperactive, he ADHD, low attention span. You need to put him in something. And soccer, basketball, baseball isn't going to do it. He needs discipline too. And the doctor told us, he needs to get hit a couple times. He needs to, and the only way to do is karate. And there was a karate school walking distance from my house because back in the day, karate wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was very cheap,
Hmm.
and other sports were very expensive. And our family, poor. We can't afford. Couldn't afford a car. Couldn't afford
Hmm.
many things. Barely living, and we walked to the dojo. It was like, what, 15-minute walk. Walked to the dojo. We found it. I loved it. So my parents, my mom and dad, man, I'm telling you, they killed themselves trying to make the money and it was cheap back in the day, but
Hmm.
we have to live. Killed themselves to make the money. We make the money so I can keep going, because then they're like, wow, this kid loves this. This
Hmm.
kid loves this, and they're like, and I loved it. I kept going. It wasn't even about doing kata. I just loved to throw a kick and punch and do something. I loved learning a kata. I loved fighting. I loved doing everything. And they saw me happy, and I would get home, knocked
Yeah.
out instantly. They're like, that's it. That's it. And then I loved it. I competed. I lost so many times, but my mom and dad just said, "You have fun." I was like, "Yeah,
Of course.
okay, let's do it again." And they sacrifice and sacrifice. And then we go to nationals, AU nationals, back in 2007 in North Carolina. My
Hmm.
first one, my fourth competition. I think yeah, it's one of those medals back there. One of them there, and
One of them. Out of one of
one
them.
of them, one of them,
Yeah.
one of them, because those are the first medals I got. I have
Uh-huh.
the first ones I have there, and I won first in kata and first in kumite. I was like, dude, I won like first. That was the first time I won both, and my parents were like, "Yo, this kid's good. He's actually good at this." You know,
Mhm.
I was a white. I mean, I was competing beginner, but that's not the point. The point
Still,
is, he
yeah.
still won. I'm national champion as a beginner.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay, okay. So these guys, they kept sacrificing. And then in 2008, we have nationals all the way in Albany, New York. Expensive.
Yeah.
So what we did was, we couldn't afford it. Definitely, we could not afford it. So I was sad. I was depressed. We can't go. I was like, oh, damn it, man, I wanted to go nationals. It
Mhm.
sucked. Now my sensei made me skip a division. He instead of being white belt, he put me all the way in intermediate. And I was
Mhm.
still like a blue belt. And I was like, oh man, whatever. It is what it is. We'll go to intermediate. But the point was, we had to pick up money in the street. Literally, we had to pick up money in the street. I'm talking about, I woke up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 1 hour after school. I will put
Mhm.
on my gi. I will go a few blocks away from my house walking. We didn't have a
Mhm.
car. Go walking. We will pick up money in the street with my gi on. My dad had a poster that my sister made for us. Money, 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 money. With a bottle like this. One person would give us $1. Another person would give us some coins, maybe $5. I don't know. Point is, after a month of doing this, we were able to make enough money to rent a van to drive to Albany with the group of the dojo.
Wow.
Right. So now we were able to drive to Albany. My mom,
Mhm.
myself, my sister, and I. We were able to go all the way to Albany and compete in the nationals. I got completely destroyed. In kata, I did like, I don't know. In AAU is different than NKF. You know,
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
kid you not. I made it all the way to the semifinal and I lost, and I had to go against everyone all
All
over
over.
again. I wasn't I wasn't allowed to just go one more match, bronze medal. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
all over again. I was like, man, I were 40 something kids, and I was winning. I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. One more. I went here, and I'm set for, you know, because first and second would sit down and just
Yeah.
wait for everyone to kill each other again, and then they go again. No, man, semifinal, I lose and go all over again.
All right,
They
go
they
back.
sit me down in the loser side again. Oh, bro, I make it again. I win. I win. I win. Barely get one kata.
Uh-huh.
One kata. It was like we it's kusanku, so it's like the longest
Yeah.
kata. Oh, we're talking about like 8 rounds in total. And I'm like, I make it and I lose. No medal, 8 rounds. It's
That's
like,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah. That was
I'm like, bro, what? And then at Kumite, it was a little different. Kumite was a little different, but I got destroyed. Didn't matter. It was bad. It was hard. I mean, I was a blue belt competing in brown
Mhm.
belt because my sister was like, no, you need a challenge. You go get your butt whooped. I was like, whatever. I got destroyed. I was sad.
Yeah.
Sad. I was like,
That's crazy.
a lot of
That's
sacrifices.
good stuff.
My mom, my mom is blind by one eye.
Okay.
She, and at the time, she wasn't a citizen,
Mm-hmm.
so she can't even work when she's blind. So my mom had to look for cleaning houses, doing whatever she can to make money, so I
Mm-hmm.
can get my butt whooped and destroyed in another state,
I'm
2 days
sorry,
away in
mom.
a
I'm
car,
sorry.
man. And I lost, and I was just like crying to my mom and dad, like, oh, I'm so sorry. And my dad put his hand on my head. My mom looked at me, and they're like, so proud of you. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, but I lost. And they're like, you are doing something different. You're going far. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, what do you mean I lost? I'm a loser. And then my dad was like, you got to keep training, keep getting better. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom was like, I'm proud of you, and we will sacrifice everything for you. And my sister was like, good job. We're very proud of you. And I was depressed, man. I 48 hours back down in the car.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I always say that my sister,
Mm-hmm.
she came to this country. She was 13 years old when she came. She's 8 years older than me. She came to this country. She was 13, and she didn't speak the language. And we're talking about in Newark. No one, very difficult to find someone that speaks Spanish in Newark. My
Mm-hmm.
sister got tutored to learn English, and she wanted to be a doctor all her life, a
Mm-hmm.
neuroscientist all her life. From the age of 13, and she's 31 now, she never changed her mind on what she wanted. She knew exactly what she wanted. She didn't go to a single party in high school. She didn't go to anywhere. She was always at home, books, studying. What are you doing? Studying. She would do my homework, and then she would do herself, do everything for her school. I never understood why. And I guess I took that from her
Mm-hmm.
without noticing, without knowing. And I'll go home, and I'll be in my backyard, and I'll be practicing. Even if I didn't know what I was doing, I'll be doing something. Maybe I'll get better at a punch. I'll throw a million punches back there. She was studying. I was like, in my backyard. And as I grew older, I noticed that I was doing what my sister was doing. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was doing what my sister was doing because I want to be a doctor just like you. So I studied. I got straight A's in school. I did very well all through high school. AP classes, got best scores and everything because I thought I wanted to be like my sister. Instead, I was doing what my sister was doing
Mm-hmm.
in karate. I thought I was doing it in high school because I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a doctor. I wanted to be what she was doing.
Yeah.
But thankfully, in 2016, I was a senior. They announced karate in the Olympics. And then I really noticed that I don't want to be a doctor. I want to go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then I told my sister, I was like, Tata, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I was studying to be both.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't want this. I don't.
This
I
is
thought
not
I
my
did.
path. This is not my path.
I want to go to the Olympics. I want
Mhm.
to go to the Olympics. And then she told me, she's like, you don't notice? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you don't notice that. You go to the dojo every day from this time to this time. You train your butt off. You travel here. And she's like, I study every day, blah, blah, blah. I take a test. My tests are your competitions. I
Mm-hmm.
take the test to become a doctor, to do this. You're doing the same thing I'm doing, except a different thing. You're doing it I'm doing it in medicine. You're doing it in sport. She's like, you know how many people that go on to study to become a doctor make it? Not that many. Not that many. You go to grad school. My sister said, she said, and I am the 1%. Like she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's number one in the whole country for neuroscience. She's the lead person developed in the study for the cure of Alzheimer's in the United States. She is the lead
That's awesome. That's real good.
of this. She said, I am the 1%. And that means you are the 1% karate. You will make it
Mm-hmm.
because you've been with me all your life and you saw with poor, no food, no car, nothing. And it didn't change me. I
Mm-hmm.
kept going and you were with me. And I did it because I wanted to show you it can be done. And then I was like, and I didn't notice, but I was doing it. I was doing it with her. And then I grew. And then in 2016, she told me, you are the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
You are that 1% karate that will make it far. You didn't give up. You lost. Ariel, you've been destroyed. You've gotten your heart taken out, cut in half, thrown against the wall, spat on, and you put it back in there. You kept pushing. You kept pushing. You kept pushing. And I noticed it's because of my sister. My
Mm-hmm.
sister inspired me without knowing.
I was gonna say.
And she changed my life. I didn't know that. And in 2016, I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to the Olympics. I'm going to do it. I'm going to fight for it. If I don't make it, doesn't matter. But I'm not going to give up. And I was doing college and university. I was in high school. I was doing university classes, college class. Man, I was doing everything at the same time. So when I graduated, all I needed to do was university 1 year. And I had bachelor's. I had everything done. And I was doing it. I was still doing it actually after I went to college. I did everything, university. And then I got to a point that I had to travel all over the world to do the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I have to make money. And money was not going to happen while doing university because even with all my grades, I didn't have to pay anything. Thankfully, I was able to use my money from school to travel sometimes because with my grades and my scores and everything, I didn't have to pay anything. And with my family, we were low income. We were able to go to university with a lot of help and financial aid. Great. Good. That's awesome. But I noticed that I didn't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want that. I wanted to focus 100,000% in my dream. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, next year I can't finish the masters. I can't. And I heard her. And I was like, but I'm gonna do something that's gonna change my life forever. And I chased my dream. And now how did I make the money for going to
All these places.
Austria,
Yeah.
everywhere? People are, how'd you make it? I was very lucky. My sensei, Robert Young, back in the day, you have AAU, you have NCAP, you have a bunch of organizations. There's another organization called NASCA. It's an open format karate where they do backflips, creative forms, all these different things, right? And NASCAR was an opportunity to make money. My sensei told me, he gave the opportunity to my senpai. My senpai didn't want to do it. Then he told me, okay, Ariel, your family's low income. You want to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. I was 15. And he took me to not a NASCAR big tournament, a local tournament where I had to lie and I had to say I was 18 years old so I can compete in there. And I won. Since I knew I was gonna win, he's like, dude, they can't beat you. You're gonna win. I was like, okay, whatever. I won. I got to register for free because the people wanted me to compete there, and I made $200. First thing I did with those $200, I was like, oh, Sensei, here's half, and I'm gonna give my other half to my mom and dad. He said, no, you keep it. Oh, okay, thanks, man. I mean, you're teaching me for free. Robert Young Sensei was teaching me for free too. And I gave it to my mom and dad, and I was like, hey guys, this is the first money I made.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you guys are not going to want to give it back to me, but I cannot accept it. I want you guys to take this as a small thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom just laughed. She's like, oh, really? That's no big deal. And I was like, no, I want you guys to keep it. And it's not so much about me. I want to do this for myself, to know that I'm helping you guys out with the house and the rent. And I was like, I want you to use this for either the rent or for yourself, to buy yourself something. But I don't want it for me this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told Sensei, and then, okay. Took me to every weekend. It was a new Saturday and Sunday, 2 different tournaments. I'll go there, I'll win. I'll make $100 here, maybe $200 here, $300. I was like, Mom, Dad, 50% here you go. I want you guys to do whatever you want with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep this for myself. This was it. This was when I was like in 9th grade, 10th grade, like 15 years old. And I think 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Making money. I'm competing and straight A student in high school, doing these competitions, training, blah, 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 because of my sister, like I said. But I'm making money. Mm-hmm. And my dad will take me to Orlando so I can make another $300 or $500 and I'll be winning. And then I went to a NASCAR tournament in Miami, one of the big ones. It was $1,000. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. What was that? I think it was 17. And then like I said I was 18. I was like, yeah, I'm 18. I'm 18. And everyone in that division protested. Like, no, he's not 18. Can't come be here. But in WKF karate, if you're 16, they don't care. You can compete as long as you're not fighting.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm 18, man. I'm 18. I don't know what you're talking. I had a beard, a full-grown beard. I was like, no, I'm 18. And people, they showed proof that I wasn't 18. And I couldn't compete. But then there was this judge called Dennis Brown. He was like, you guys are in trouble next year. Because it was a division of 40-something people in a NASCAR competition.
Yeah.
After 1 year of me doing the circuit, the division went from 40-something people to 8 people. Gone. Because I dominated in NASCAR for 2 years in a row because I was doing every competition. I got on a good team. This one team paid for everything. I got on a few good teams. They paid. I was on Bring It. They paid for my flights to when I was a junior. Then I got on K-Talk, and they paid for a lot of stuff. They helped me out. They paid for things for WKF Karate, for a lot of things. Then I got on Amerikick. And Amerikick paid my flight, hotel, food, everything. And I'm telling you, I was traveling for free. I was winning all the grants. I was winning $1,000 every competition. I was teaching private classes. And I was not losing money because it was all coming from the sponsors. So all this money I did, I would give my parents, give my sensei, keep it for myself, start saving up. I didn't know about the Olympics. I would just save up. I would save up. And then when 2016 came into play, I was like, all right, I have $5,000 saved up because of giving away. I'm going to start. And in 2017, I did my first competition. I went to Okinawa, to Japan. Man, Okinawa was my dream. I cried when I bought that ticket. So, not because it was expensive. It was very expensive. But I cried because I'm like, dude, I'm taking the first step. I went to Okinawa. And in Okinawa, I got destroyed again. No big deal. Destroyed by Japanese. Okay, it wasn't destroyed. It was 3-2. But I don't know why I got 2 flags. I thought the kid was a million times better than me. Maybe sympathy flags. But to me, I got destroyed. I got wrecked. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
Was that first round or?
That was round 1 against Japan. It was a division of 160-something people. Maybe 164 of them were Japanese. I don't know. I got destroyed. And I was like, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Next year comes. I get on the USA team. 2017, I get on the USA team. I had beaten someone I looked up to for a long time, Gakuji Tozaki, in 2017. I beat him. I got on the US team. I was like, yes, I am the number 2 guy in the United States. I go to Guadalajara as my first Series A. Man, 200 competitors in the warm-up area. A warm-up area. Man, and I'm standing there with my gi, looking around. I'm like, yo, these guys are good. And then I that was the first time I thought to myself, why don't I quit right now? Because there's no way I'm beating any of these guys. There's no way I'm beating. At that moment I was warming up and I couldn't warm up anymore. I was just looking. I was like, these guys are so freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can do now to to change this. They're
Mm-hmm.
so good. And man, I almost cried there. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. Like all these sacrifices that I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit
How did that
because
affect you?
mentally,
Yeah, like at the
I mean,
competition.
I did 7 rounds. I did well. I did very well actually, and
And
that's what got me my confidence. I went round. I always had my phone on me, and I'll text my mom, and I'll be like, "Mommy, round one against that competition." Oh, it was hard, man. I was going against France in round. No, not France. It was Belgium. This guy that got 7th place in the World Championship. He was good.
Mhm.
Mom, it was good. This guy did a low level kata against me. He did MP. You know, that's like a slap to the face in this level, unless you're really high level guy. You know, like a
Yeah.
Japanese guy. That's fine. But it was this guy that isn't known and he just throws MP.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he's like a slap to the face. I won 3-2, barely. Okay, then I go against France, and France is strong. These guys are good. This guy had on Team Kata. He was number 2 in the world championships in adults. He
Mm-hmm.
did Unsu. I did Super MP. I won 3-2. Woo! Round
Yeah.
4, I win 4-1. Round 5, I go against Moto Kasumasa, one of the most well-known Japanese guys in the
Yeah.
world for kata.
Yeah.
Shotokan. This guy is the beast. He's a beast. To me, he's one
Yes.
of the best. Man, and at this point, I'm winning 3 rounds. I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going against this guy. I'm gonna destroy him, bro. I'm gonna do great. I got destroyed. I got those flags went up faster than I could blink, man. It was like 5-0 so fast. And I was like, dang it was worth a try. Now Moto wasn't Moto back then yet.
Yeah.
He hadn't gotten a medal yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes it to semifinals. I'm sitting here with my gear, like, oh man, I can't believe I lost. I got destroyed. I know I got destroyed. But you know, you want to win. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost. I should have done better. And he was going against this guy called Issei Shinbaba.
Wow.
And Shinbaba was the number 2 guy for Japan at this time.
Yeah.
And, oh man, he's gonna lose, bro. No way. And Moto wins 3-2. In the car, like, yeah, I got repertoire. That means I go again. I get to go again. I get to go. I was like, I'll get to do more rounds. Yes, man. I didn't notice. I had to go right away. I had to change my gi because I was wearing red and blue gi. Boom. And then okay, I go repertoire. I go against Spain in round 1 of repertoire, which was round 5. Okay, put on my gi. Boom, I win against Spain 3-2. Oh yes. And then I needed 2 more rounds, and I was in a bronze medal match. And this is huge, man. I'm talking about my inspirations are here. Everyone's great, and I'm getting points. I was ranked. Okay, I lost round 1 in Japan, so I was ranked like 450 something. And I lose to Hong Kong in the second round of repertoire, which was round 7, and it was 4-1. I was like, oh, so much for momentum, you know. But I was happy. I got home. I got 9th place out of 200 people. I was like, this is good. This is good. I go home. I go to a NASCAR tournament. I win. I'll get a grand. I invest that same money. I go to the NASCAR tournament. I teach like 10 private lessons. I make more money. I win the grand. It was different. I don't know why people would go to the competition, because maybe they wanted to compete, whatever, want to win. No, I wanted to go to the competition so that I can go to the Olympics, because I don't have money. I need the money so I can pay my next flight so I can go to the Olympics. So what I did was I won because I have to. It's different. If I don't win, I can't pay that next trip. If I can't pay that next trip, I can't go to the Olympics. So everyone had different drive, maybe.
Yeah.
So I go to a NASCAR tournament. I teach my private classes. I make my money. I'm out. No party, nothing, because I need to win. I need to leave.
Yeah.
And then I go to Austria. I win round 1 against Russia. This dude was incredible. How I won, I don't know. It was good match. Won. I guess, you know, sometimes opinions 50-50. I won. Round 2, Czechoslovakia. Another guy was great. I won. How? I don't know. 4-1. Round 3, I am hyped. I finally got to go against Japan. It was okay. It was a kid from high. It was a high school kid.
Okay.
Dude, but these guys are good. I'm telling you.
No,
you can
they
go
are.
against a kid from middle school.
Yeah.
And this kid can be an absolute monster. And man, it was this kid called Yusuke Yamanaka. And I was like, all right, Japan, I'm going to go all out. I go, bam, Chatanyara. Yeah. Dude, I won. I lose. Obviously, I wasn't that good. I was, but I had to believe in here that I was,
Sure.
you
Always.
know. But I saw a flag. I didn't get beat 5-0. I didn't get destroyed. Bam! I saw a flag on my left hand side. It was a blue flag. I was like, I looked to my right, red. To my left, okay, he won. But I got a flag. That means there was one judge that thought I was better than Japan. That's all I needed. That was the motivation I needed. I got back home. My ranking went up a little bit. I was like 400 something. I can't do Premier Leagues because Premier Leagues you have to be top 100. I went from 400 maybe to 300. I still cannot go to Premier Leagues. I go to the that was 2018. And I go to the Pan American Championship. I get third with my senpai. Now this third place, thankfully, brings my points up a lot. Yeah. So I went from number 300 maybe to 110. So now I'm 110. I was like, all right. Now I'm praying. I'm praying that I can make the top 100. And because every month the ranking gets updated. So people lose points and people go up in the ranking because the people's points from last year don't count for this year. They get halved. Okay. So it's a way of keeping the points fair. So you have to constantly keep convening to renew your points. And it was the last day. It was okay. August. It'll be August, and I want to go to my first Premier League in Germany. And I was like 110. I couldn't compete. And then right before the deadline, the rankings were updated, and I was number 100. Now I had to be awake at 3 a.m. trying to register because only 64 people of those 100 can register. But the first 50 were guaranteed. The next 14 spots go to 51 through 100, and it's first come, first serve. And I was like, pay. I'm in. Yes. And I was in. I went to Germany. I got destroyed. It was bad, man. I'm telling you, bro. I went to Germany. I was like, oh yeah, man.
I got this.
And I went at the time. I went against the number 8 guy in the world. His name was Chris from Hong Kong. Okay. Man, and I was like, oh, there's another guy I looked up to back in the day. And I was like, oh, I got this, man. I don't even need to do my best cut. I'm gonna beat him with my worst one. Not my worst, but I can do another one. I was thinking ahead. I was like, I'm strategizing. I almost beat Japan. I can beat this guy. No big deal. I got a flag on this one high school kid. No big deal. And I go there. He does die. I do popper, bro. And I was like, I can do it. I can beat it. I got destroyed, bro. I was upset. I was depressed. I lost 4-1. But to me, it was a slap to the face, a kick to the groin, and it got spat on. I was like, oh, man. Sensei, dude, I got destroyed. He's like, yeah, it's funny. I was like, what? And at the time, I was competing. So I had all this adrenaline going on. I would have these phases we're talking about 2018, all of 2018. A big change happened. And I'm competing, I'm traveling, I'm trying to get money to travel. And my sister's like, oh, you're not listening to me. Like, what do you mean? You're doing well, and then you start to plateau and you question what I have to do, what you're doing. And you stop because you're questioning why. Like, no. He's like, you see, you just did it. I was like, basically, he set me straight. He yelled at me. He sat my butt down. He told me, listen, you want to do good, you got to listen to me. And I've gotten these conversations maybe every 4 months because, you drift away a little bit, you float up a little bit, and you got to bring you back down. They have, that's the job of a sensei, to blow your head up and bring you back down and make sure you feel good and bring you back down, make you feel good and then blow your ego apart. And then so you can keep learning, Yeah. And then he set me straight. He's like, you suck, man. You're not listening. You're not doing this. Did you see the video? I was like, yeah. He's like, how many times? I was like, 1. And then he's like, why only once? He's like, I couldn't watch it again. I should have watched. He's like, you see, you suck. And I was like, heck, if you cannot watch your video more than once, you feel ashamed. Yeah. And he's like, and you should feel ashamed because you're not listening, Ariel. You're so excited about everything going on, and you're caught up in this moment. And I have to. And he set me straight again. Okay, I didn't talk to him. I just stayed quiet. I was mad. Sensei. Whatever, Sensei. So he's like, "Oh, you're gonna listen to me?" I was like, all right. So I didn't question. I didn't have a conversation with him. I didn't treat him like my friend anymore, or whatever. I was like, high block. I did whatever he did. He told me to do. I had 3 days because then I had to travel to Chile. It was 1 week Germany, 1 week Chile. And I was like, so I go to Chile, and in Chile, I won round 1. Sensei, I won round. Yeah, you see? Round 2, boom, I win round 2. Sensei. Round 3 against Japan. It was Moto's brother. Sensei, against Moto's brother, man. I think I can win. It's his brother. He's not that good. I got destroyed. I got flat 5-0 to the face. Destroyed. Like, Sensei, how, man? They don't understand. Dude, look at the video. And I was like, okay. I saw the video. And he's like, I want you to learn from him. And I was like, what do you mean Shotokan? I can't learn from that. He's like, you need to learn something. You need to find a commonality between all these athletes you're going against. Don't look at the ones you beat. Look at the best ones. I want you to look at the top 3. Man, at the time, top 3 were Japan, Spain, Japan. It was all Japan. Oh, look at Japan. And then, man, I would finish competing, I got destroyed, and I was looking at all the guys. I was like, what is in common now? Like the kime, the timing. What was it? What? And I'm looking at it. And I remember in the plane, I would record everyone, and I'll look at the guys that do katas like me, like Super Ampe, all these. And I'll record. I got to do it like that. I'll go crazy. I'll practice. Well, 2018, it was fast finishing. It was finishing up, and I was already ranked 90 something already. Okay, and now the Pan American Games is like an Olympic event done every 4 years, like the Olympics. And it was going to happen in 2019. In 2018, they need to pick who goes. 2018 and mid 2019. So for USA, it was me and Joseph that will go to the qualifier. It's called the North American Cup. The top 2 countries from Mexico, top 2 countries from Canada, top two athletes, from the USA. So it's 6 of us, right? So my senpai, myself, and the number 1 guy that wins all of this gets 1 spot in the Pan Am Games. In the Pan American Games, only 8 athletes compete. 8 only. Oh, wow. So I had to get a spot. So my senpai got hurt. I had never beaten him. He got hurt and he couldn't go to a qualifier. So they sent Gakuji. I was like, oh man, another good guy, damn it. So whatever. I qualifier, I end up beating Gakuji. I end up making it to the final. And there was this Mexican guy called Waldo. Waldo Ramirez. Very good Shotokan guy. Yeah. I had beaten him already in the Pan American Championship for my bronze medal. 5-0. I beat him 5-0. And the final, oh man, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna win, bro. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna qualify for the Pan American Games. Pan American Games is an Olympic event, man. I'm telling you, we get the clothes, the hat, everything. The biggest event, and karate hadn't been in it for kata since 1990 something. Antonio Diaz said so. Since back in the day, man. Like, and now it was in. And I lost 3-2. And to this day, I'm thinking right now, that was the most painful loss I've ever experienced in my life.
Really? Why was that?
What
made it so different?
Pan American Games.
The Pan American Games stuff.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. 1 flag, and I did a vlog, and in that vlog, like, 1 flag. 1 flag. Why did I like? Couldn't I just, like, guys? Like, what could I have done to just earn that 1 flag? What could I have done, man? What? And I'm there arguing with myself. Like, what? What did I do wrong? What? Sensei, it sucks, man. It sucks. You don't understand how much it hurts. 1 flag, man, and I could have done one of my first dream to go to the Pan American Games. Pan American every 4 years. And for karate, it has been, for kata, it's been more than 20 years since it's been in the games has happened. 20 years. It's like karate on the Olympics is the first time ever in the history and the last time ever for I don't know how long. I want to go to the Pan American Games. I couldn't. And that's when you get all the sweet apparel that says Olympic team officially. Yeah. Not the one you have to buy. Not the one I bought because I wanted to feel cool. No, the one that you get because you are officially a member of the United States Olympic team. And you earned it. You didn't have to buy it. It was here. And you know what it is? Because of 1 flag, I didn't get to feel that. And okay, it hurt so much. And I got back to the dojo, man. I trained my butt off. It was New Year's Eve, and I was training in the dojo. It was 1 a.m. Everyone was like, Happy New Year! And I was like, I was training my butt off. Man, USA Nationals, it's 2019. USA Nationals come by. My senpai, gone. I won the whole thing. Everyone, Gaguji, my senpai, everyone that I thought was good, gone. You guys, my dream is the Pan American Games, the Olympics. I'm gonna make it. Blew past everyone. I won. I got the title. I earned another chance to go to qualify for the Pan Am Games. I hadn't qualified yet. I have a chance, the last chance qualifier to qualify. Okay, I did it. Okay, now my goal is to win one round. The rules changed again for the WKF. No longer flags. Now it's by points.
Yeah.
That's by points. So I go to Paris for the first competition of the year. I beat some good people by points. I don't know how, man. I don't know how those point system work, but thankfully I won round one. I passed round two. Round two, I got destroyed. I got like, it was 64 of us. I got like 27th place in total. Fine. I won one round. I get points. My points add up. Boom. February comes. I go to Dubai. All I needed to win was round one. My round one was stacked. I had the guy that got bronze in the Dubai one last year. I got the first tiebreaker of all of WKF karate against a guy from Iran. Great guy. And I won the tiebreaker. I made it round two. Round two, again, destroyed by the Japanese and Busato, the Italian guy, Mashida Busato. I got destroyed by, no big deal. I won one round. I won one round. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Boom. I get more points. I go to Austria. And this is when my motivation grew. This is when I said, this is after this competition is when I felt good. Round one, I scored very high. I won. I had Moto in my pool every round. It was Moto, everyone else in that order. That's how big of the gap. He scored a 26. I was in second place with a 23. That's how big the difference was. Okay.
Yeah.
Round two, I beat a Japanese, my first Japanese, not national team. There's a difference between a Japanese and the national team. National teams are the top. In the USA, national team is top 2. In Japan, national team is top 8. That's how strong they are. And these 8 can be the world champion at any point. That's how good they are, right? I just beat one of the guys. Yeah, I just beat one of the random Japanese guys that just wanted to try to compete. I was happy. I was like, yeah, man, I beat Japan. Last time I couldn't even beat a kid from high school. Now I'm beating people from the universities. All right, we're going up in life. Man, I beat a Japanese kid. I make it to the quarterfinals. And we're talking about, it was 8 because every round it starts off it was 215 athletes. 215 athletes. And the semifinal is in different pools. It was Japan, me, Italy, Japan. It was a lot of Japanese, man. And I beat some. I got fourth. And the top 4 go to the semifinal. On the semifinal, again, we're talking about Japan. By the time we get to semifinal, all you're gonna see is the white and red flag, Japan.
Yeah.
But I was happy I was in there. I was the only one not in Japan in the semifinals. Oh man, I made it to the semifinals. I had a 2-hour break. In those 2 hours, I was warming up. I think, man, I was drenched. I got in the mat. I got destroyed. I got last place.
Gosh.
In the summer, it's fine. It's fine.
But still, it's a good feeling.
There was a small sliver of hope when I lost. The good thing about points is that there's 7 judges. You can see the points each one give you, right? And I'm like, man, I got destroyed. It was a big difference. Like 20, I got a 24. These guys got 25, 26. I was wrecked. And I looked at the scores and I'm like, okay. And I'm looking, and there was one judge. And I look, okay. I go down and there's one judge that gave me a higher score than Moto. There was one judge that gave me the highest score that he gave. So example, maybe the highest score he gave was an 8.8, and then the second highest was an 8.6. He gave me the 8.8. And to me, I said, that WKF judge thought I, a scrub, a no one, deserved to be in the finals. Why? And some judges thought I beat the other Japanese because of my score. So that gave me hope. Even though my score was so low compared to everyone else, some judges gave it to me. And then I did a thing in my head. I was like, okay, if we have 100 judges and I go against this one Japanese, Moto, I go against Moto. And out of those 100 judges, 5 of them are the ones that really like me. And I got very lucky. And those 5 sat down there. I won. I beat them. So all I need to do is convince one judge at a time. If I can convince one judge every competition that I'm better than each one of them, that's fine. That's fine. So that happened. That was in March. Later in March, the Pan American Championship. I won the Pan American Championship. I beat Antonio Diaz. My ranking went from who knows what dirt deep to the top 10 in the world. Okay, no, top 10, like top 20. I went from down there to top 20. I had beaten Antonio Diaz. I was like, yes, I am the Pan American champion. I'm very happy. Blah, blah. Long story short, because yes, long story short, I won. I was happy. Next competition, Morocco, Premier League. I got destroyed, bro. I got destroyed by Antonio Diaz.
Really? He said, "Nah, forget this. I'm coming back. You ain't beating."
Yeah, he said, no way. I didn't even pass the first round.
Oh wow.
You know how that felt, man? I just won the Pan American Championship. I kid you not. 2 weeks later, he beats me in round. I mean, it wasn't only him; it was a few other people, obviously, because it's 8 of us and 4 of them go to the next round, right? I lost to Antonio. I lost to another Japanese guy. I lost to an Italian guy, and I lost to a kid from Italy. A kid, like, okay, not a kid. He looked like a kid, but he was like 18 years old. But I'm old. I'm older than him, so to me, he's the kid. And I lost, and I was like, dude, no way. I was depressed. I was like, what happened? And then now I started to observe and analyze differences between my best performances and my worst performance, which by far today, Morocco, was my worst performance. I cannot do this again. I cannot. And what was it? I was too serious. I was too focused. I need to win. I need to do good. I need to win. I need to get to a medal. I didn't go out. I didn't have fun. I didn't go sightseeing because I didn't. And I only had 2 weeks to train my butt off and change my mentality. Now, 2 weeks happened. We're in May, because it was April. Yeah, we're in May. And it's Turkey, Istanbul. To this day, the biggest Premier League that has happened in the history of, Series A, the biggest one. 285 competitors. 285 competitors. Bro, round 1, boom, I win. Round 2, I win. Round 3, 4, I beat Gotas, another Turkish guy that's incredible. I made it to the semifinals, beating a bunch of Japanese, but it didn't matter because I knew I could beat some. I didn't beat any of the good ones. I beat the guys who were not even national team. I didn't beat any of the national team ones. Man, I get to the semifinals. Gakuji got to the semifinals too. Great. Right. So it's me, Gakuji, Japan. And so it was 2 USA, 6 Japanese. And we're talking about Issei Shinbaba, another Shotokan guy called Hayashida from Japan. 5 Japanese guys, 1 Turkish guy, and then USA and me, the Turkish guy. And I was like, okay, man, I made it there. I knew I was gonna lose. So I say I will do my favorite kata, and I will enjoy this semifinal stage. So I did Kurumfa, my favorite kata, super short, and all these people were like Gankaku, Super Empe, Chatanyara, and I was just like, man, that's Kurumfa, bro. Boom, I'm gonna enjoy this. And I was the second to last person to perform. And when I saw my score, I had beaten Shinbaba, national team member, with Kurumfa, man. I had beaten Shikashi Hayashida, national team member from Japan. I have beaten everyone else below me. Everyone else, doesn't matter. I beat all of them, except the Turkish guy. The Turkish guy ended up in first. He did Gankaku, he won. He made it to the final. But I was in second with Kurumfa, and I had beaten Shinbaba. I beat a national team member.
That's awesome.
Little by little. I said it. Little by little, man. I go bronze medal match against Damian Quintero. He had lost to some guy from Japan, obviously Japan. He lost, and he made a bronze medal match against me. And I did the first kata my sensei taught me, back in the day, because I'm like, man, I'm already here. It does not matter anymore. And I scored the second highest score to this day. At that time was the highest score I ever scored. It was a 26.20, which was, man, if you were in Japanese or the top athletes, you do not score 26 in these events. You do not. I do it in local tournaments, but in these WTF, you do not, unless you are really incredible. Usually it's the Japanese athletes or the Turkish, because they're really good. It's true. Man, and I scored Damien Quintero, he destroyed me, obviously. Bad. But it's fine. I learned my lesson. I was happy. I performed well with a less superior kata than him. I was happy. Man, he followed me on Instagram. That was one of the biggest achievements. I was like, yes, sir.
He followed
You
me.
followed me, bro. All right.
Oh, he's studying you. He said, "No, I'm studying."
Maybe not, but it's the fact that he saw me grow out. He actually, Yemi Quintero is my role model, man.
Yeah.
In 2018, I sat down with him in person in a competition, and he talked to me like a normal person, no big deal. And man, I'm a fan, so I asked him questions, crazy, like pop, 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 and he was just like, answer. No problems. Usually people would get annoyed, I mean, I would get annoyed. It's like, dude, like, stop asking questions, leave me alone. But this guy answered everything I needed to know, gave me his whole story, and then he said, Ariel, I see you've improved. And that motivated me, man. He's like, the fact you've noticed me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's noticed me, and that gave me a lot of motivation. And okay, Quintero noticed. Next competition, the hardest competition to this day that I've experienced, the hardest one. It was the Shanghai, and round one it was the first time that it wasn't 12 people, it was 18 people in each pool, something like that. And man, we had Kinjo Arata, which is a Japanese guy from Team Kata with Kyuna. I have Kyuna, real Kyuna, the number one guy in the world in my pool. I have the Japanese guy Hayashida. I had the Turkish guy that had made to the finals. I had the guy that beat me from Hong Kong back in the day, that beat me the year before that for the medal. I had people that destroyed. I had Mindak. Do you remember Mindak? The French guy that he got second place in the world championship. I had Mindak. I had Ilja. You know Ilja, the German guy? Ilja Smorgunner, the one that beat Antonio Diaz in the world champ. Yes, the bald guy with the beard. Man, my pool was stacked of world medalists, world champion. Yeah. It was 18 of us, and only 4 can go to round 2. No, not 4. Sorry, 3, because Kyuna was going to go in. No one was going to be Kyuna. Yeah, man, beast, bro. I go in there and I do Anand. I don't know why I did Anand. Man, I beat everyone. I beat the Japanese. I beat Kyuna's teammate. I beat the German guy Ilja. I beat Mindak. I beat the Hong Kong guy. I beat everyone. And man, that moment, my heart went. No one will beat me.
Ever.
Kyuna, I'm gonna beat you next. And round 2, it was 8 people. It was Kyuna, Antonio Diaz, me, and 5 other Japanese. I don't know who they were. Japanese that beat me. These are national team. We're talking about Shinbaba again. We're talking about Horiba. We're talking about Hayashida again. Man, Moto's brother.
Yeah.
That destroyed me before. But I didn't care if I had Antonio. I have Kyuna. And I will beat Kyuna. And I was in the warm-up area. Very confined. And every time I could, I would stand close to Kyuna and warm up next to him so I can get like some feel, some aggression, whatever energy I would feed off of him.
Come on to me.
And it was there, I'm like, man. And I go in there, boom, I make it to round 3. I beat Moto's brother. I beat everyone. Shin Baba, blah. I make it to round 3, the semifinals. Now this is hard.
Yeah.
It's Kyuna, Antonio Diaz, Shin Baba, and me. 4 of us. Only 1 of us goes to the final, and 2 of us goes to the bronze medal. The 4th one, out. You're done. Sorry, bro. You tried, but not man. And I am telling you, Antonio Diaz did Anandai. Ryu Kyuna is famous for his Anandai. Yeah. He did Anandai. Shin Baba did Anandai. I had to do Anandai. Bro, I'm telling you, all 4 was Anandai. Man, I was the second one to perform. It was Shin Baba went first. Shin Baba did Anand Dai. He got like 25-18. I did Anand Dai. I got 25-0. I was I'm in second place. If Antonio beats me, I'm out, because everyone knows Kyuna's gonna get first. So much for. I was like, dude, I'm so lame. So much for trying to beat Kyuna, because once you do well and you're on this adrenaline, you're on this rush, you're on something called momentum. Like, you can make anything happen. Yeah. Anything. I agree. And I was like, oh man, I can't believe I lost to him. And I was going for him. I was gonna go to the finals. And Antonio's doing it on his dime, blah, 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 blah. Antonio finishes. I was like, it's fine, I lost. And I beat Antonio Diaz again, but by 0.04. Just like it was in the WKF, they don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. They go 0, 2, 0, 4, 0, 6. They go in twos. And so I mean by 2 points, so close. I made it to bronze medal match, and I went against Moto. And I go against Moto. By points, he destroyed me. Good, he was good. But I feel like I was able to apply pressure. I feel like I was able to make Moto in the warm-up area look at me and be like,
oh,
yo,
shit.
this kid, I just destroyed him like last year. He was no one. And how is he able to beat all these guys? And I was like, dude, I don't, you're lucky I have to go against you because I was going for Kuna, like in my head. And I was like, okay. And I'll go against Moto. I did one of my best performances there. I lost, but when I saw the judges, the points, he beat me by a lot, right? Like I said, destroyed. It was destroyed. By points, it was destroyed. When you get beat by over a point, you're destroyed.
Yeah.
And I thought, destroyed. I look at the judges, the scores one by one. And out of those 7 judges, 3 of them thought I won, meaning 3 of them gave me the higher score than Moto. Luckily, when you take out the 2 highest and the 2 lowest, Moto wins by a lot because the judges that voted for me gave me higher. Basically, with the rules, I lost. It's fine. But I like that 3 judges gave it to me. That those 3 judges thought I was better than Moto. And seeing that, I was motivated. I was like, yes. Okay, big deal. Chile comes. No, Chile next year, whatever. But when that was Shanghai, great. Now the Pan American qualifier happens. I lose to Antonio Diaz in the finals. Fair. He beat me. I feel like he really wanted to win more than I wanted to win that point in the finals. I qualified for Pan American Games, and he beat me. I was like, oh man, dang it, whatever. But I got up. I kept pushing. We have Chile now. I talked to you about Chile in 2018. I didn't talk about Chile in 2019. Chile 2019, big difference in my life there. I beat Moto Kasumasa in Chile. I beat him, but he almost didn't make it. He almost didn't pass the round. I beat Moto. I beat Ali Sofoglu from Turkey. And man, I was riding a high there. I was going up. I make it to semifinals. I had 2 options. I either do a high level kata or I do my favorite kata in semifinals. People know me. I do not. The last thing I want is to be predictable. Everyone will be like, oh, he's gonna go all out. He's gonna do his best kata, man. And I was like, nah, surprise. No one expects this. Kurumfa. What? You're doing Kurumfa in the most important match now? And I was like, yeah, why not? So I do Kurumfa. I beat Moto again, but I got tied with Ali Sofoglu. I didn't know. I really didn't know. I didn't know I was tied. I was like, oh, no big deal. I scored so low, but the ring was scoring low, and I lost. I did Kurumfa. I felt good. All right. And then I got tied. I didn't know. Yo, Ariel, you got to go again. You got tied with Ali. I was like, no, there's no way. And then I looked back and I was like, what? I got tied. All right. And I was like, oh. And then everyone from my dojo of the team that we have that travels to these Series A's, they're like, Ariel, Chatanyara. I was like, no, I'm too tired. Shisoshi. The first one my assistant taught me. I was like, no. I'm gonna go with a blank because everyone now expects me to do my best one because of the tie break. High risk, high reward. I was like, no. No one expects this. Low level kata right now. It's like Shotokan just being like hand shodan or whatever. That's exactly what I did. Really? I said, I am not doing no Gankaku. I will do hand shodan and I will win. And I got destroyed. But I left, like, I feel like I leave an imprint in the judges.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the best kata to win. I want to do what makes me happy. Yeah, no, I want to do what I enjoy with a reason. It was my first kata my sensei taught me. So I was going to do it. Awesome. And if I won, I won. And if I didn't, I've lost so many times in my life that it didn't matter. Yeah. By this time, man, I'm already number 10 in the world. Long story short, I was already number 10 in the world. And yeah, that's long story short. That's my story. My goal is I am the highest ranked athlete in the United States of America for kata, male. I'm number 10 in the world. So since of that ranking, I am the only athlete for the male category that gets to go to the Olympic qualifier in Paris. If it happens due to COVID, I will go. and that's where I must qualify for the Olympics. Now, if Paris does not happen because of COVID rules, blah 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 blah, I qualify automatically to the Olympics due to the rules because I'm ranked number 10. I am the second, the first four qualified by ranking. Number one is Japan, number two is Spain, blah 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 blah. 5 athletes qualified already. I would have been the 6th athlete. You see, but it's only 5, so I would have been the 6th because of my ranking. You don't count duplicate countries like 3 Japanese or 2 Turkish or 3 Turkish people. They don't count. It's only 1. So I would have been the 6th, right? So now, if the qualifier doesn't happen, I qualify automatically to the Olympics. So,
I didn't know that.
but no big deal. I am training now for the qualifier in Paris.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That's exciting, man. You got me all pumped up. Like I was like super into the story.
Yeah, I mean, basically, man, and I've lost so many times. It doesn't change because every day it's always going to be someone's day, and it's not always going to be your day. It's not always going to be your day, but when it is your day, you better bet your butt that you're going to do well if you believe it is. You know, and I learned so much, and what I've learned through these competitions is what not to do more than what to actually do. You learn like you need the right pillow to sleep. You need the right schedule when you travel. You need to do the right things when you travel. Like you can't just be focused. You have to sightsee. You have to enjoy yourself. You can't overdo yourself. You have to travel stress-free. And one of my things that I get stressed easily. One of my things is organization. So you gotta invest money in things to be organized, like suitcases that are organized or things to be organized. For me, it's just organization. If I am organized, that means I am not stressed. If I am not stressed, I can do way better. I can do way better. You see what I'm saying? So you want to take away every problem you might have. And if you can take away these things you might have, if you can control all the things you can control, like food. I travel with a hot pot to make food, rice, whatever you need to do, you know, because maybe they don't have the food you want. Maybe one day you want to eat Cuban rice. You can do it. You see? So if you can control everything you can control, you have a higher chance of succeeding the day you need to compete. You see, so you only learn this through this internet, because you cannot compare national travel to international travel and these high stake events for the Olympics, because it's a dream, you know. And I've learned that this. I have to do this. I cannot do this. I have to do this. I cannot do this. My performance, the work has already been done. I already did the work at home. Now I have to control my situation here. The hotel, my pillow, what I'm eating, what I'm sightseeing, my mood, the people I'm with. I know I cannot be alone. I know I have to go out with my friends, see here, see there, take a nice picture, control my Instagram, post pictures so people can see, do my vlog, be in a good mood, talk to my mom. I know what I have to do to be happy and to get my best performance. And every competition, I learn something new, whether it's about my kata or what I got to do for the next time, mentality, performance, anything. So every time I learn a little bit more. So it's nice. And why I think is, you have to think that you're the 1%, 100% of the time.
Awesome.
And that's the only way you can make it. And even when I wasn't the 1%, my sister made me believe I was the 1%. Because, you know, we grow up and our parents make us feel special. We have people that make us feel special. And we all want to feel special. But the fact is we're not. We're special to our loved ones. The truth is we're not. We want to feel like the 1% when we're not the 1%. And I'm not the 1%. But to me, I am the 1%. And I will become the 1%. And the way to become it is you have to believe it. But believing is part of it. Exactly. You have to do something to achieve it every day. Every sacrifice you make to make that 1%. And that 1% for me turned into 1% improvement every day. Into whether I am focused on sleeping earlier, waking up earlier to get more done, or eating better so I weigh less, or whatever. 1% has changed into one technique improving, so that 1% over a course of 365 days is 365% growth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's a big difference. And you cannot tell me you cannot fix one technique. If you cannot fix one technique in one day, you, my friend, have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
There are so many katas that we compete. I compete with 4 katas. And if you can't tell me I cannot fix one technique, and by fix, I don't mean necessarily fix, I mean enhance, improve, make more stable, make lower. If you can't do that, you're the problem.
Yeah,
You yourself are the problem. If you can't, now you need the motivation.
for sure.
And the problem with karate is now many people don't have motivations because, at least for me, the motivation was since 2016 was the Olympics.
Hmm.
And we didn't have money. We were poor, and I had to sacrifice. And since I had sacrificed so much, and I have my sister inspiring me, I didn't give up. And I didn't give up, and I chased and I chased. Even when I wanted to quit in 2017 in Spain,
Hmm.
2018 in Spain, I wanted to quit, and that winning those few rounds gave me against people that were Japanese, gave me a burst of like, oh, okay, confidence that I needed at that moment. It's like I can beat these guys. Maybe if I would have lost that competition, I would have quit. Maybe not. I don't know. And in 2018, when I lost the match that was the most painful, made me. My mom said everything happens for a reason, Ariel. Everything. And maybe that reason was when I lost in 2018, that match I told you in against Mexico against Waldo.
Yep.
I went to Pan American Championships, and that's when I beat Antonio.
Mm.
Maybe I wouldn't have beaten Antonio if I would have beaten Waldo that day. And I wouldn't. And I go back and I'm thankful for that painful loss, because if not, I think if I didn't lose to Waldo that day, I would have lost to. I wouldn't have been able to beat Antonio,
Mm.
because I went against Waldo in Pan American Championship round one, and won by over 3 points. Round one, I beat everyone by over 2 points. Round two, I beat everyone by over 2 points. I beat everyone. It was undisputable.
Hmm.
I was gonna go to the final every round. And when I went to the final, I went because of my coaches and my sensei. We had this mentality like you have to stop thinking of Antonio as a role model. You got to think of him as your food, and you're gonna eat him. You're gonna burn him alive, and you're gonna be the best. And it was that mentality. And before I stepped on the mat, in my head, I knew I was gonna win. But because I was made to believe that,
Yeah.
I was made to believe that I was already superior, and that maybe I don't know how to that confidence that was instilled in me. It was forced on me. I was slapped, man, by my coach. I was like, "You are better." You not my sensei. There's a difference. My sensei is Robert Young. My coach was Javier Mantilla.
Okay.
This guy slapped me. He's like, "You're better. I don't want you to say hi to him. I don't want you to look at him. If you look at him, you look at him like food, like you're gonna win. You look. I don't care if he talks bad about you. If he thinks you're crazy, you look at him like you're gonna beat him. Don't say hello. Don't say goodbye. Don't smile at him. You will eat." Dude, that's not my personality. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, and then he would sit with me. He'd be like, "Stay serious. You're gonna psych this guy out. You're gonna psych him out. You're gonna win." And maybe I was sitting down in the chair, and I knew I was gonna win.
Hmm.
Like, I genuinely knew I was going to win, and I feel like that aura I released made everyone believe it too.
Good.
And when I won, I couldn't believe it. It took 3 months until I was like, "Oh crap!" I didn't believe it. I really didn't believe in myself.
Man.
But I had to be. I was forced to believe it. I was slapped. I was screamed out. You're gonna win. So man, and sometimes you gotta lose. My point is sometimes you gotta lose,
For
and
sure.
everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
Everything happens for a reason, no matter what.
Totally agree
Yeah,
with that.
man.
So we're gonna go through this little speed round real quick. I had a couple questions.
Go for it.
So, in the future, do you plan on opening up your own dojo?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right. The next question: who inspires you? Your sister.
My sister, my sensei, my mom, my dad. Yeah,
What motivates you?
the Olympics.
Olympics. What
My
music do you?
family, sacrifices.
Right. What music do you listen to the most?
Oh man, it's hard. Now I'm currently listening to throwback songs, maybe because it's on the radio. So we're talking about like
Old school hip hop.
Calvin Harris, Can't Hold Us, these old songs, man. Those are the ones I listen to right now.
What's your favorite place to travel to?
Japan, okay, Japan, 100% Japan.
Hands down. Awesome. All right. So, and for anybody that wants to, get to know you and whatnot, you do have a YouTube page, right?
Yes,
Is that under your name, Ariel
yeah.
Torres?
My YouTube page is under Ariel Karate One. Usually, if people put on Google, like I've done it before, because when I was interested, people Google themselves. I Google myself and I put Ariel Torres, and the first thing that comes out is like the USA Team bio, and then under that, my vlogs. So if people are interested, they can just put on Google Ariel Torres or Ariel Torres Karate, and then a bunch of videos will come out, and they can check out my vlogs. And if people are curious to see how the Premier Leagues work, or all detailed, because I show when I travel, when I pack, the backstage. Even there are moments I'm warming up and I'm showing the people, man, I just won round one. Look
Yeah.
at this, it's great. And I'm showing people because I want people to be able to experience what I wish I couldn't see. Because many people back in the day wouldn't like. I mean, I don't know how many people you can talk about right now that are in the top 10 athletes in the world right now that have blogged about their experiences
Yeah.
every tournament, and put in the work to show their fans or the people that back them up what they're doing. They don't.
Yeah.
And I've looked because I would love to see Cuna's or Damien Quintero's feedback every time they travel. They're like, oh, we're gonna get a medal anyway. We're gonna win. I want to see their mentality. No, and it's true. And it's true. Cuna goes and he dominates and he wins. I would love to see his
Yeah.
mentality. Oh, everybody, I'm going to Okinawa here. I'm about to destroy everyone. Oh, no big deal. I would love to know that. I would love to know, and I would watch it. So it's good way of me documenting things for people to see. When I started, all these Premier Leagues getting destroyed, literally losing bad, sad, or excitement after winning one round, to now being the Pan American champion, ranked number 10 in the world, still doing the vlogs for the people to see. You see what I'm saying? And you can see my mentality changing for each one so that people can see, like, and I've gotten messages, man, you inspire me because you made it happen, man. You were just like me. And because I gave up, you kept pushing. You kept pushing, and look what you did. You're the Pan American champion, you're ranked number 10 in the world. And I was like, yeah, I just think anyone can do it. You have to push, man. You have to push. And those vlogs are there so people can see they can make it.
Yeah. It motivates them, It motivates them. It's good. I watched a couple of your vlogs and everything, and like, wow, like not a lot of people do that. I don't know if it's like their coaches or something. Oh, don't vlog in the back,
Yeah.
So maybe it may be that. But
Maybe it's that. Yeah, maybe. But there's one of the coaches that told me, Ariel, why are you always on your phone before you compete? I was like, am I winning? Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm talking to my mom. Everyone focuses a different way. I cannot be serious like this.
Man.
No, that's not my way. I'm focused when I am playing around, when I'm jumping around, when I'm maybe over there talking to Shane Baba, like, hey man, what's up, bro? Ariel, you're next. It's fine. I'll go later. Oh, you're going now. And then I run and I perform. That's when I perform my best.
Yeah.
Because everyone focus is different. Ariel wasn't paying attention. He wasn't focused. No. Focus, I don't perform well. When I'm relaxed, laid back, talking to people, having relaxed, happy. I'm on my phone. Yeah, mom, man, I'm going. I've literally got like, oh yeah, mom, I compete in like 2 minutes. I'm next. Okay, boom. Oh, mom, I scored this much. Blah 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 blah. Okay, always. And I feel like people just, they have a different mentality of like what focus is. Focus is different for everyone. It's never the same.
I totally agree with that. Totally agree. What's your Instagram so everyone can follow you?
Yeah, my Instagram is Ariel Karate 1, all put together. Ariel, my name, Karate, and then the number 1. I mean, this name was happened since I don't even know why. It was like one of those names that I picked when I was like, 12 years old when Instagram first came out, and I kept it, and that's it. It stuck. Ariel Karate 1, never changed.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for letting me have you on the channel today and everything. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, if anyone wants to contact them, make sure you guys go down and hit that link down there and start following them and whatnot. So, Ariel, brother, I appreciate you being on this series and get to know me. And definitely we'll have to catch up soon and talk more for sure.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Incredible opportunity. And yeah, thank you so much.
No problem, brother. I'll talk to you later, y'all. Take care. Peace.